Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to be talking about something special, something important, something that a lot of people don't talk about, so that's why I'm doing this today. So basically, I've done a lot of sexual things. I have had a lot of sexual interactions in my life, and I think that the thing that I'm going to talk about really influence all of that. So today we're going to talk about porn addiction and how I struggle with it, how I'm still struggling with it, and just everything. We're unpacking everything. What porn addiction is when you watch these websites every day, or you watch these websites so much it feels like, if you try to go without them, it feels like it's just like addiction. So let's define addiction. Addiction is when you constantly do something over and over again, a lot, multiple times. You know what addiction is. Just like you hear about people are addicted to drugs, people are addicted to alcohol, anything of that sort. So that's addiction. So basically, it's just putting the word addiction to something else. And if you didn't know, you can actually be addicted to your phone. You may not know, but yeah. Addiction is not just bad things. So get that out of your mind. You can be addicted to good things, bad things, or whatever else. Just like I said, you can be addicted to your phone. Necessarily being addicted to your phone, I mean, it's not the worst thing, but it's still, not the best thing. So yeah, me growing up as a child, before the age of 13, I was not exposed to anything. I was a child, having fun and just living, and I was not into all of that stuff. I'm a child. I was a child back then. I was not into none of that. So let's dive into where it started. So when I entered middle school, that's when everything started with the porn addiction. I don't specifically remember what happened, what specific day, but I do know is I was in 7th grade at the time, and kids were a lot. They were a lot. You'd be surprised to how many kids knew about porn and they were watching it. Kids would say they were watching porn and this and that. I didn't know what porn was, and all I know is one day, like somebody was showing me, like kids were just showing everybody like adult websites. I didn't go to the best middle school, so you know how that goes. I didn't go to the best middle school, and it was just crazy because I never saw this before, and it wasn't just I saw that one time. There were a lot of kids talking about watching the websites, and a lot of kids, showing each other websites. I mean, obviously they wouldn't get caught, but they would show, and you know how kids are back then. If one person or a bunch of people is doing this, you want to follow behind, you want to fit in, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. So there were points of time where I would watch it, and yeah, I would watch it, and then it just came to the point to where I was addicted. I don't know how I got addicted. I don't know why I got addicted, but I just know it just came to a point where it became an addiction for me. It's like I had to watch it all the time, every day, all the time, and it was hard. There were a couple situations to where, there was just one time where I was watching it on my mother's phone, and she saw the website on her phone, and she told me about it and stuff. Well, she didn't tell me, but like she was questioning like, why was I watching this? And That's all I remember from that day. But it just got so bad, and it was so hard, and it's still hard. I don't know how a lot of those kids got access to porn. I don't know how those kids, I don't know how, or, I mean, I'm pretty sure it came from family, family, because, you don't just, you can go to school and be influenced just like I was, like I said, but I'm saying it had to originate from somewhere. Coming from those adult websites and watching those websites does not come from school. It comes from home or any other sources. And it was just crazy to know that a lot of those kids, majority of those kids, were watching those websites. There were situations to where, when I was in 8th grade of the middle school, there's a 7th grader girl who became pregnant. I know, same thing. I was questioning the same thing. It was like, and then there was situations to where people were having sex in school. It was a lot. It was a lot going on in middle school. It was a lot. I promise you, it was a lot. Over time, I didn't realize that I had an addiction until like recently, maybe this year or like last year. But one thing about me, I am going to tell the truth. I'm a very honest and vulnerable person. No matter what the situation is, I'm gonna say it, because people could be struggling just like I am struggling. People could be struggling with this the same way how I'm struggling with this, and they don't have nobody to help them with this or talk to about this. That's why I'm doing this. What does make this a challenge though is because, I do have depression, I do have anxiety, I do have PTSD, so, and I do have ADHD, and what's common in those addictions is being bored a lot. And the type of person that I am an introvert as well, so I stay at home a lot, and I don't really talk to many people. I'm just in my room all day. I'm in my space, and that's one of the triggers of having this addiction. Like I said, I have ADHD, so that means I have to constantly do stuff all the time. I have to keep moving, but most of the times I'm not. I'm just laying in my bed all day watching TikToks, watching YouTube, which I'm going to get into that later on. But yeah, so I want to do this journey with you and with myself and whoever else is struggling with this. I want this journey to overcome this stuff be amazing. And it's hard. It's gonna be hard. It's not easy. Nothing that you go through, nothing is easy. Nothing, you have to keep trying and keep trying. And I have this app to where I think it's called Sober. I don't know, but I'll link it in the bio, description, not bio. I have this app to track, when like the days and minutes and stuff. It tracks that. Yeah, but to start this off, I do want to say that the first thing is recognizing that you have an addiction. No matter what your addiction is, just recognizing that you have an addiction is the first step. Second step is finding the triggers, finding what triggers you. Just like me, what triggers me is, not doing anything, being bored. Well, it's not necessarily being bored, it's just not doing anything for long periods of time and just sitting around doing nothing. That's a trigger for me, So yeah, find your triggers and then find what works best for you. Me, I'm still like, I know what works for me, but it's hard to start that because, you know, I have depression, and it's not easy with depression to start anything. You just gotta push yourself. And as I pushed myself before, I want to push myself now. So, yeah. Um, this is something that's so important to me. Like I said, I've been doing this for how many years? What, 13, 14, 15, 16, wait. Sorry, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. No, wait, I did this wrong. I'm sorry. Like 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 5 years. 5 years. Imagine every single day. 5 years of this. And it has ruined my life. Well, ruined my past life because I've moved on. I'm moving on to better things, you know. My goal now is just to keep trying and keep trying to overcome this. And I know I can overcome this, and you can too. But, you know, a lot of like sexual situations I've had in my life, I do blame it to that because I wouldn't know what this stuff was. I wouldn't know anything about this stuff if it wasn't for these websites. And one of the biggest problems is easy access, and that's why I started a petition on change.org, which is going to be in the description if you want to sign it and support me. I think porn websites should be taken down. Now, hear me out. Here's the difference. I'm saying porn websites should be taken down, but like, you know, like the secure websites, like OnlyFans and stuff, like stuff that you have to pay for, you know, keep all that. I'm not saying keep it, but I mean, you know, that's secure. But I'm saying like all these free websites and all these other websites and stuff, they need to be taken down because just like how I got easy access to it, anybody can get easy access. And just like how I started, you know, how I became addicted when I was 13 years old, anybody can become addicted at any type of age. That's why I'm really, you know, I'm really trying to get this to happen because it's so important. You know, just imagine your brothers, your sisters, your your kids, anybody watching these websites, you know, and you would never know because you would never know. I hid it so well. Even though I got caught one time or a couple times, you know, I still hid it to a point to where, you know, nobody would know. So, yeah. I strongly think these websites should be taken down. And it's not even just about, you know, kids and stuff watching it. It's about, it doesn't even help you. It doesn't affect your mental health well. It doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't. You know, I'm pretty sure there are criminals out here that people and do this and do that, you know, and they watch these websites, you know. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we want to keep as less access, as less situations, avoid all situations with this stuff, because it's not good. I promise you, it's not good. It's not. These websites, like I said again, these websites have affected my life so badly. Like, I just can't hold it in. I just can't talk about it. And the thing is, you want to know the crazy part? A lot of people is embarrassed to admit they have an addiction. I was embarrassed to admit that I have an addiction. Just like, even right now recording this video, I'm nervous talking about this because, I mean, there's no, I shouldn't have to explain, you know, because, you know, it's just, this is something that needs to be addressed, something that, you know, this is like one of those issues to where, you know, stuff is happening, but people aren't talking about it. People aren't saying anything about it. People aren't addressing it. I just feel like, yeah, this is something that's so important to talk about. And that's what I'm talking about. This one of the many things that I do. I talk about important things. I talk about things that happen to me. I talk about things, you know, that's going on in the world because I care about myself. I care about other people, and I don't want to see other people's lives go to waste because of this addiction, or other people's lives, you know, just messed up because of this. And like I said, this is something that I truly just want change for, you know. So yeah, thank you for listening to my video about my addiction. And yeah, updates, as far as updates, I'm going to try to give as many updates as possible. Like, so there are milestones on the app, so it's like 1 day, 3 days, 5, like every day. I mean, every time I hit a milestone, that's when I'm gonna update you guys. And yeah, so as far as that, that's what's gonna happen. Like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Let me know if you know anybody that struggled or is struggling with this addiction. And I just want to say though, you know, even though I'm taking the approach to do this on my own, you know, getting therapy, don't be ashamed, don't be scared to get therapy, because therapy is there to help. But I do want to say, not all therapists are truly there to help. But like I said again, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to take therapy, because this is something real. This is something just like mental health. This is something, you know, addiction is not, it's not something that's that can always be treated by, you know, well, can be always, addiction is not something that can always be self-treated, you know. Addiction is just like mental health. Yeah, you can self-treat yourself, but you may still need that therapy, you know, you never know. So just be open to therapy. And but if you feel like me and you want to try the approach to do this on your own, definitely try it. And yeah, with that being said, I will see you guys in my next video. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but you're going to see. So thank you so much, and I'm grateful, and have a great day. I love you. Be safe, be kind, be you, be positive, and I'll see you later.